Good afternoon, a beautiful Friday one, and we are here to keep you posted. Lots lined up for you comprehensively. My name is Linda Alela. We get to the highlights. Top on news. 5 police officers shot dead. 8 others injured by Al-Shabaab militants at the Rakei area of Boni Forest, Lamu County. And former Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i embarks on a grassroots tour in his Gusii home region, signaling his readiness to join forces with like-minded leaders to shape Kenya's political future. Also, 25 National Police reservists arrested across the Kerio Valley so far, as the government now says they are responsible for the lawlessness that has resulted in deaths. Yes, my name is Linda Alela. We go straight to it. A violent ambush in Boni Forest, Lamu County has left 5 people and 5 police officers, that is, dead and 8 others injured following a confrontation with suspected Al-Shabaab militants. According to Lamu Police Commissioner Wesley Koech, early reports indicate that over 70 militia members attempted to cross the Bodai-Lamu border via Garissa, and of course leading to a clash with officers from the Special Operations Group. After the deadly encounter, the injured officers and the bodies of the fallen were airlifted to Nairobi for medical attention and further procedures. All right, former Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i has embarked on a grassroots tour in his Gusii home region, signaling his readiness to join forces with like-minded leaders to shape Kenya's political future. In his first major public appearance since leaving government, Matiang'i received an enthusiastic welcome from residents who lined the roadsides from Nyasiongo to Kisii and Nyamira towns, waving placards and chanting his name. Addressing supporters in Nyasiongo, he emphasized that he had listened to the voices of Kenyans and was prepared to take part in a broader national chorus. Matiang'i was accompanied by several prominent leaders from the Gusii community, including Governors Simba Arati of Kisii and Amos Nyaribo of Nyamira, Senators Momoima of Onyonka, that is, and Okongo Omogeni, as well as multiple MPs and MCAs. The united front underscored the growing political momentum behind Matiang'i and his vision. Also, the strong show of solidarity highlighted ongoing discussions about leadership as well as governance in the region. The tour, coordinated by the team Matiang'i Secretariat, is designed to reconnect the former CS with grassroots supporters while equally addressing pressing local challenges. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has blamed politicians for insecurity in the North Rift and northeastern Kenya regions. The CS, who spoke during a high-level security meeting in Baringo County, named Tiaty constituencies as one of the areas where politicians are enriching themselves with public funds in the guise of fighting insecurity. Murkomen spoke on a day 25 National Police reservists were arrested in the Kerio Valley after turning out to be militias aiding banditry in the region. Now, the CS says that police reservists in the region will be vetted afresh.
How is it possible since 2005, up to now, 20 years down the line, about almost 2 billion kwa CDF imekuja kwa Tiaty constituency, and there is no one secondary school in a whole location called Silali? How is it possible? There must be something wrong. There must be something wrong. Pesa ya barabara inaenda wapi? Pesa ya mashule inaenda wapi? It means insecurity is enriching other people because resources are not being accounted for. Na tumeshika NPR na kuondoa kwa kazi NPR wangapi? Wacha ya jana, the whole in total. There are about 25 in this valley ambao tumewashika kwa different counties, na wengine wamepelekwa kotini, wengine wameajishwa kazi.
So journalists across the globe are commemorating World Press Freedom Day, with this year's theme being Journalism in the Modern Age, highlighting the opportunities and challenges in advancing their rights and freedoms. During a forum held here in Nairobi, bringing together journalists, security agencies, the Editors Guild, media owners and the Media Council of Kenya, MCK, participants emphasized the importance of embracing new technologies while remaining vigilant against misinformation and fake news. The police spokesperson assured journalists of their freedom while executing their duties and pledging that law enforcement would offer specialized training to officers to foster better relations with the media. Now, media owners on their part were urged to create favorable working environments that empower journalists to operate effectively and without restrictions.
Ethical and fearless journalism grows. We gather here today under the theme, the impact of artificial intelligence on the media and press freedom, a topic that sits at the very heart of journalism's future. AI holds enormous promise. It can strengthen investigative journalism, accelerate fact-checking, and improve access to information. In Kenya, some newsrooms are already experimenting with AI to summarize reports, analyze data, and personalize news content. These innovations are necessary and exciting, especially for media houses facing shrinking revenues, rising costs, and demanding audiences. But AI is not neutral. It is built and deployed by humans, with all our biases, blind spots, and ambitions. And when it falls into the wrong hands or remains unregulated, it becomes...
Labour CS Alfred Mutua says the government has not scammed any Kenyans seeking employment abroad, saying the unsuspecting Kenyans are being conned by rogue agents, of course, who are not registered with the government. Mutua has urged those seeking employment overseas to be on the lookout and maintain discipline and patriotism once they land in their countries of destination.
When I travel, every single week people are traveling. People get their visas, their tickets are bought, they travel every week. I'd like to point out a few things. One, there's the issue of people who are trafficked in East Asia. I saw some media reports saying, oh, these Kazimaju travel agencies, hapana, hiyo ni uongo. The people being trafficked to all these countries were actually hired by people either online or by travel agencies or by other people who are not registered with the Republic of Kenya. The government of Kenya does not know those people. So somebody sees an ad somewhere, instead of checking whether that person is recognized, you sign up with that person, They even have been traveling with tourist visas. All the people you see here are not traveling with tourist visas. They are traveling with employment visas. So the people who have been trafficked are either logging online or they go, and that's what we are saying. We want you to be very careful. Do not work with any agency that is not registered, because you're working with a total stranger. Make it very difficult for even us to talk to them. I talked to
The Senate Committee on Delegated Legislation and Constitutional Affairs has expressed frustration over Governor Godana's absence from a crucial Tana River meeting, vowing to summon him again to appear before the Senate. Now, committee chairperson Mwenda Gataya stated that the meeting was meant to address critical matters of legal administration and good governance. However, the session was abruptly adjourned due to Governor Godana's failure to attend and with no official communication provided regarding his absence. The committee has urged county leaders to demonstrate accountability and cooperate with national institutions to ensure effective governance and development for citizens.
Hapo kwa sababu tulikuwa tunataka kufanya uchunguzi wa sheria zile ambazo zinatumika hapa Tana River County, na tumepata habari kwamba kuna sheria nyingi ambazo zinatumika hapa Tana River County ambazo hazijapitia County Assembly kufanyiwa kupigwa mswasa. Kuonekana kwamba zinaweza kutumika, lazima iangaliwe madhara yake, kama labda kuna mahali ambapo inaingiliana na maisha ya binadamu. Na tumeona kwamba Tana River County, na ndio sababu naona labda gavana ametoroka, sababu anajua yale makosa amefanya. Kwa hivyo ukiangalia katika nafasi ya Lands and Physical Planning, Agriculture, Livestock, Fisheries and Veterinary Services, kuna vile act kama 3. Kuna Tana River County Agriculture Development Act 2016 inatumika. Kwa hivyo vile unaona kuna County Tana River County Livestock Grazing Control Act, kuna Tana River County Minor Irrigation Act na zingine nyingi. Kwa hivyo inaonekana kwamba iko koni nyingi sana zinakusanywa hapa Tana River County bila kuzingatia mikakati ya kisheria, na ndio sababu naona gavana wa Tana River County ametoroka. Hii kamati tumetumia gharama kutoka Nairobi, tumetumia masaa, tumepiga safari mpaka hapa, na gavana angepata hata heshima kidogo tu ya kutuambia kwamba hata kuweka.
Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro has called on the government to increase allocations for the National Government Constituencies Development Fund, NGCDF, and county bursary programs, stressing the urgency of prioritizing education in the upcoming budget. Nyoro emphasized that NGCDF plays a critical role in assisting needy students and urged for more resources rather than discussions over its existence. He also appealed to the Controller of Budgets to allow governors to continue issuing bursaries, cautioning that halting them would then negatively impact many vulnerable families. In addition, he pushed for the timely release of school capitation funds as proposed, and of course equally proposed that village elders must as well receive a monthly stipend of at least 8,000 shillings, recognizing their critical role in grassroots governance as well as community leadership.
Mimi vile nimeona katika Kenya, for equity to thrive, tukue na Wakenya wote wanatoshana. We must do as much as possible kuondoa pesa mingi Nairobi, pesa ikuje katika vijijini. And therefore ni vizuri tuendelee kuunga mkono CDF, hata iongezwe fedha, kwa sababu kama hakuna CDF, wewe kama mzazi ama mzazi mwingine yako kule Lodwar, mwingine yako kule North Hall, wanaweza kuwa na shida gumu sana kupitia ama kufikia wale watu wanafaa wawasaidie, haswa kwa maneno ya elimu na haswa kwa maneno ya basari. Tunasema kama ni, unajua hii ni msimu ya kutengeneza budget ya nchi. The priority ya Kenya lazima iendelee kuwa maneno ya elimu ya watoto. Na tusikuwe tunasema budget tu tunaisoma. Pesa ya capitation ikipitishwa bunge, inafaa inatumwa vile imepitishwa katika mashule, so that our schools ziache kustruggle sana wakiendesha maneno yao ya administration.
Okay, football fans in Kenya will have a chance to interact with the UEFA Champions League trophy on a Saturday here in Nairobi. The trophy is in Kenya as part of a one-month global tour with stops in 5 countries comprising of Kenya, South Africa, Zambia, Indonesia and Vietnam. Earlier today, the ambassador of the tour and Bayern Munich and Manchester United legend, that is Bastian Schweinsteiger, presented the trophy to President William Ruto at State House in Nairobi. The trophy tour began on April the 7th in Vietnam and will traverse 2 continents before the final of the Champions League that is staged in Munich, Germany at the end of this month.
Thank you for being here today.
Switch on the mic, please.
For welcoming people, see where we bring the trophy, and really enjoy the journey with us.
We started the UEFA Champions League trophy tour presented by Heineken in 2007, and it has been
The fans, your matchday routines, your banter. We're extremely delighted to welcome Bastian with us.
And as we would argue, is it Munich? Is it Bayern Munich? It's actually Bayern Munich, but then sometimes you want to say Munich because of the pronunciation of the names on that other side of the world. We cross over to a different one where English Premier League side Manchester